What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the NOA Podcast. Speaking as your co-host, Tyler, here with the boy, Trey.
You.
Thank y'all. We appreciate you guys. Continue to watch us. Continue to support us.
Thanks.
Thank you guys so much. We really can't thank you guys enough. If you guys want to continue watching the NOA Podcast, please make sure you tune in. It's available on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. That's where all episodes are available.
Yep.
For exclusive content, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
The Wednesday show.
That is where the Wednesday show drops. Also, if you want more NOA Podcast, NOA content, we have a YouTube channel called NOA Reacts, where we react to different videos, so check that out. We have NOA Adventures, which is our vlog page, which is us really just living our lives and day-to-day stuff. And then we also had NOA Podcast clips for anyone who maybe doesn't have time to watch or listen to the whole podcast. So check those out. Also, you can find our Instagram. That's going to be NOA_podcast as well. You can find our TikTok, which is going to be NOA Podcast 1 and NOA Podcast 2. Also, NOA Reacts has a TikTok, but I kind of forgot the name. I think it's NOA.reacts. Regardless, if you just type in NOA Reacts, we pop up.
Should be able to find it.
Yeah, we'll pop up. So check that out as well. And
do you want to give them our stuff too or not?
Nah, but I don't care about the podcast. You can find us on the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Mine is Tyler_Waller3. Trey's is TreyQuad_Park7. You can find us on this.
My man getting stingy, bro. You want the girls to find you, Tyler?
Remember, I want money.
The money gonna find you too.
But that's why I want to find me first. Sure, it's gonna find me after. I ain't tripping, man.
It's funny, man. How's your day been so far, bro?
I can't complain. Life is good.
Yeah?
Okay, I got no complaints.
Alright,
Everything's been
man.
good. Was able to go to the gym, had a decent workout. Came back home. We had a short little conversation, chopped it up and shit like that. So I can't complain. How are you?
I'm quite blessed, man. You know, it's always a good day when I get to see a smile on your face, bro. I can't complain, bro. Like I said, got a good workout in myself. Of course, the conversation was quite fun too. And now I'm really here just to like record and have some fun.
How was cause it's Monday. How was your weekend?
My weekend was quite uneventful. Really just hung out with the boys. I've been playing Helldivers. For those who don't know, Helldivers is a real cool game. Y'all should get it. Played Helldivers with them. Really, you're just chilling, man. To be honest with you. How was yours?
Mine was good.
No, you saw the family, right?
Yeah, I saw the fam. So I was able to
Mom and Pop's okay?
Yeah, well, I didn't see Pops because he was at work.
Okay.
But I saw Mom, saw my sister, saw a bunch of the friends. Shout out the team, shout out to everybody I saw.
Facts.
So overall, it was a good time. I'm happy I got to see them, spend time with them. I first really just went to go see my sisters because we met up at it's called Bezos.
Bezos?
Yeah.
Was that a restaurant?
Yeah, it's a taco restaurant in Newburgh.
Oh, okay.
So we went there. It's like, apparently it's new. So we went there. That's where we met up, and we obviously just like had a good time. Just sat there, just talked, laughed, and stuff like that. But because like Newburgh is only like 30 minutes away from like where my parents' crib is at.
Yeah.
So I figured, yeah, bro, I already drove an hour and a half.
Might
as well just drive the other 30.
Yeah.
So I drove the other 30. Spent time with my mom, which I was very happy about. Got to see her. She was happy to see me. And after that, just spent time with friends and shit like that. Cause I was in the area. I just figured like I
might as well go see the boys.
Exactly. So spent time with some friends, which I was very happy about, and I really did enjoy my time there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was mainly it.
Okay, man. I remember you were telling me too. When you were a kid, you ain't like going to the grocery store with moms. But this time you went to the grocery store and you just walking around.
I have
happy to see her. Yeah. You were more appreciative. And I thought it was real cool because I noticed as we get older, we tend to appreciate our parents more for the little things compared to when we were kids. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to go to the store with you, Mom. I want to stay back playing games, go see my friends, this, that, the other. Now, of course, because we don't live with our parents anymore, you go out, you see moms, you got no problem going to the grocery store with her. Yeah. And you're just happy just walking around the store as she picks up her things talking to you.
It's a different appreciation for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different appreciation for it. And I think that plays a huge part into it. And then, of course, it's kind of like absent makes the heart grow fonder.
I was just about to say that.
So it's like
just about to say that. Yeah.
When, as a kid, you just view life like much differently. True. Like when you're like an actual child.
Yeah, everything's a game.
Yeah. So like back then, I was
you
like,
just want to play.
I want to, yeah, bro. We're going. I remember I told you like, we're going to like Toys R Us.
I don't
GameStop,
care,
bro.
I don't care, bro.
Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to walk around Walmart. I don't want to walk around Aldi's type shit.
Yeah.
But now, like, I don't see them as much. I understand life is kind of short. You know, I understand things are different. The perspective I had now is much different, of course, than I had at like fucking 7.
Yeah, your mortality kind of comes into play now.
Exactly.
Because you don't think about that as a kid.
Exactly.
But once you become more of an adult, you realize your time flies. Like, I feel as though when we were kids, time seems like it was forever, you know? And then once you actually, like, hit teenager, young adult, you're just like, yo, time is just shooting by.
Because I remember being a kid going through elementary school, and I used to, no kid liked school, but one reason why I hated school so much is because it just felt like it was so long. I felt like I was there forever.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, once I got to, like, middle school, high school, school day would end like this.
It was quick.
Like, before I knew, bro, it was like Thursday, Friday already. Days. Like, the school day just went by. Even, like, in college. Mm-hmm. Well, college is much different because you're not in school.
Yeah. Your schedule is just set up differently.
Yeah. But, like, things just fly by. Yep. And I even think now, like, it's like, damn, I feel like just a couple days ago, I was literally in New York hanging with friends. Now all of a sudden it's Monday.
Now it's Monday.
But before I know it's going to be Thursday, I'm going to be like, damn, okay, now I got to go to work.
But we're already in the third month of 2024.
Flies.
January and February is already done.
Flies.
It's March, you know? I remember in the past, my mom, when I was in middle school at the time, maybe 7th or 6th grade, but my mom looked at me as I was like going out the door to go to school. She was like, in no time, you'll be in college. And I'm like, nah, this is, you're bugging. I remember that on the very first day of my college, and I'm like, damn. Like, I remember the first day of school I had in college, man. I'm like, damn, my mom was right. Within no time, like,
and it's crazy now because we done graduated, and
bruh.
Sometimes I think about like I literally remember like walking in and meeting you for the very first time.
Man,
and like first day meeting you for the first time.
Like I've been waiting for you all day, man.
Bro. You were sitting over at like the corner type shit by the where your desk was, bro. You were sitting over there. Quinn was like over here by the. Like the foot of the bed or head of the bed type shit, bro.
Yep.
So it's like I literally remember that day, and it's crazy now because like we also been graduated for what?
2 years now.
2 years now.
Yep.
It's like damn.
Time flies, bro.
Facts.
Real quick. But of course, getting into the show now. What is the question of the day that we got going? Yeah.
So today's question is, if you can live inside any video game, which one would you choose?
If you can live inside any video game. So, like, you're the characters, like, that's just your...
I'm assuming, like, you are kind of like you're the main character in a way, but, like, instead of, like, you're just in it and you can control it, like, from outside, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's, like, Trey running around in there. Like, imagine if you're in the game, living it, being in it, seeing everything around it. Like, that's your new life.
Okay. There's so many I could choose. The easiest ones, obviously, are the ones where you don't get killed, which would be like FIFA or Madden or like what is it? Not NBA, that one.
Oh, 2K.
I almost said WNBA or some shit.
They have.
I know they have it, but I got my bad, so it's just a little bit different.
Can you be a coach? They have men. Do they have men coaches in the league?
I'm sure they do. They don't just only have like female coaches. They definitely have men coaches.
You can be one of the coaches.
Yeah, I guess so. I still wouldn't want to do that though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
If I were to be on like the crazier side, I guess I would pick Call of Duty. Either Call of Duty. I want to say Helldivers because I've been playing Helldivers.
I was just thinking that. I was like, yo, I wonder if he's gonna say Helldivers. I wonder if he's gonna.
And it's fun, but like it's a scary game sometimes, man. Like it's a scary game sometimes. Like I don't want to die, so that is a possibility in those games. I would say this though, and I kind of wonder if you think this way. If you were to, because it's a video game and you were to die, do you think you just respawn type stuff? Like it's just kind of.
I would assume so because that was
suck if it's a one time.
Yeah, for real.
But you're saying like you're living in the game, so like you'd be living a regular life, kind of like how we live now, but you're just in that version of the game.
I would think you would have to respond.
Yeah,
and I just think just due to, especially if you're in a very dangerous game, due to now how easy it is for you to die.
Get killed.
You know what I'm saying? Like you walk outside your house, boom. And I was like, damn. Like,
yeah. All right. That's fair. That's fair. Because I ain't go front. I've played Helldivers with the team a couple of times, and some of Osiris friends too. So I guess guys from like the Sandwich Club. And one time specifically, I remember we came out, and essentially we were dropping into the atmosphere in like our drop pods and such, and like he landed on a hell bomb. Essentially, what a hell bomb is like a big nuke. He landed on it, and it just blew him up, like, as soon as before he even got a chance to start the game or nothing, man. So it just, like, imagine something like that taking place. And then you can't just respawn. Like, it'd be just fucked up.
Or maybe it would have to be some type of, if you do respond, maybe it'll just be like a delay. Like, maybe you don't know.
It's not immediate.
Maybe it's like a mystery.
It's not immediate.
So maybe it's like, okay, maybe this might be the last time, so you might not respond. Ooh. Or maybe if you do respond, you might have to like wait out like a week or two and then come back. Sometimes you might respond immediately. Yeah. So it's like you never truly know when's your last time.
Oh. So it's like you'll still be careful. Like don't use it.
Yeah.
Don't think that it's just going to be like 5 seconds and you'll be back.
Yeah. Oh. Sometimes it might, sometimes it won't. Sometimes you just might not respond. Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, bro. And also, like, matching the people you're playing with. It's like, damn, is this thing ever going to come back?
Yeah.
It's like, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know type shit.
For real. All right, well, what do you have, though? What do you have?
I wasn't going to say Madden.
You weren't going to say Madden?
Really? I mean, I'm still not. Because, like,
you're a football guy, though.
Yeah, true, but I don't.
Well, it's just too easy?
Yeah, I guess.
Because there's no threats or anything. It's just like living the regular life.
Yeah, because as much as I love football, and that is the game I play. Mm-hmm. That's the game I play the most. Mm-hmm. I think if I had to choose to live in one, I don't think I would like necessarily just like live in Madden and just, you know what I'm saying? I think mine would actually be Halo.
Really? I like that one. Yeah, because you got like the armor and shit.
Yeah. First and foremost, regardless, I think it's mad cool. Facts.
You could be a Spartan.
Facts. And that's why I picked Halo. First and foremost, I just think it's cool. I think the armor they wear is cool and all that shit.
Absolutely.
Bro.
Absolutely.
So I was just like, yo, imagine we walk around. And it's crazy because I don't really fuck with like the military or any of that. But if the military
had armor like that,
I have no problem going to the military. If they had that and you can guarantee I'd be a Spartan and I get that, I have no problem. Yeah. I have no problem doing that.
Okay.
So I would do Halo. Also, I feel like Halo is a little bit more. I know the whole like not dying thing. Of course, no one wants to die, but I do think, especially because it's a video game I'm living, it adds a certain type of excitement in your life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it'll be that. The fact that they fight aliens, I think will be cool. I'll be going to a whole bunch of different planets. I'll be seeing, and imagine, I know like we see it on the screen, but like imagine you actually being on that planet. I can only imagine
as it's taking place.
As it's taking place.
You know, similar to what you were just saying, I had the same thought maybe about like 4 years ago. I was like hanging out in your dorm, playing Halo Reach actually, funny enough. And it was New Alexandria was the mission. But essentially, like, the city's under attack and such. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, imagine just being there in a city. Kind of like New York City. Alien ships are above it. Everything's going crazy. People are running about. And, like, you're just a Spartan trying to do your job. Like, that'd be crazy, bro. Actually living through that? Yeah. That'd be insane.
And let's cut on a video game, but just everything just hits different. Right?
Oh, in real life?
If this was real, this was like
the explosion.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm actually out here with the assault rifle, bro, with the shotgun, and you're running around, bro, stepping over alien bodies type shit, bro. You're hearing all the explosions go off, bro. You're seeing people.
It's truly like HD.
Yeah, for real, bro. Like real life, bro. Then you like hop back in the helicopter, take your helmet off, and you're just like, damn,
bro. Like what I just go through,
type shit. Like, damn, bro. That's what I. You know, I do think it would be sad because, like, okay,
a lot of people would be dying.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
And also, like, it'd be like, yo, what if you make a good friend, he died?
Yeah.
Now you don't know. It's like, damn, is Jimmy coming back or not?
And I would even say this too, because of course the Spartans are the stronger of the humans in that game. Yeah. So if I were to be a Spartan, I'd find it very difficult to be like allies with them. Of course, they're my allies, and like I work with them. But I find it very difficult to be friends with like the Marines and the ODSTs.
Why, bro?
Because they're just regular humans. So it'd be so much easier for them to get killed than it is for me to get killed. So, all right, take this for instance.
You can't relate to them?
Exactly. So wait. Not that I can't relate to them, but it's... All right, let me explain in this sense, right? During World War II, a lot of the older veterans, whenever the new guys got replaced, or the old guys got replaced, they found it very hard to be friends with the newer guys because they would get killed so fast. They don't understand how the battle works. They don't understand. So they just try to... I'm just going to hang out with my older guys and let the newer guys just kind of go through it themselves. I'm thinking similar along those same lines. If I was like Master Chief or like Noble Six or one of those guys, and I'm like a Spartan, I'm like, damn, bro, well, cool. These Marines want to talk to me and such, and I like talk back to them, but like we wouldn't be buddy friends because.
So the reason why you wouldn't be friends with them is just the fact that they die so fast.
Yeah, because like it's a dangerous.
So you wouldn't? Is it more like you don't want to get attached to them in a way? Like you don't want to actually.
I feel
like you don't want this nigga to be my homie, and
then he gets killed. And I'm like, yo, damn, bro. Like I lost Jimmy. Now I'm gonna make another friend, be friends with Mike, and then Mike gets killed 2 weeks later. It's like, yo, I just don't want to keep going through that. I'd just be friends with like the Spartans that I know chances are they can survive through the battles because we're kind of going it through together. Okay. Of course, you're not invincible. Like, you can still get killed.
Of course.
But it's just not as easy as it is to kill a regular human being. Because, like, the Spartans are, like, they're augmented. So, like, they're human, but they're not really human anymore.
They're superhuman.
They're superhuman. They're more machine than, like, man. Yeah,
they're on some, like, Captain America, Winter Soldier type shit.
In a way. Like, yeah, for real.
They put this nigga in the machine, and then all of a sudden now he's, like...
Exactly, you know, and this is kind of going a little bit into Halo lore, but when they tried to put like a regular human inside of the Spartans,
kind of homie, he couldn't take it.
No, he just killed him.
Oh, it killed him.
Yeah, it just killed him.
Was it just too heavy?
It wasn't. Not that it was even too heavy. It was our bodies weren't built to handle that kind of machinery.
Okay.
So by you trying to like turn or do something, it just killed him completely.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's really, truly just built for Spartans.
So you wouldn't be friends with nobody?
Not that I wouldn't be friends with nobody. I'd be friends with, like, my squad members. So, like, usually you're not a solo Spartan.
I guess the only unfortunate thing is, like, what if they're assholes?
Your squad?
Yeah.
You just be assholes to them, too.
Yeah, but they're not... You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to be friends with them.
I mean, I don't think you're going to be assholes to your teammates. Because it's like, you got to survive together. So why are you going to be assholes to, like...
I mean, they can still be, like, maybe just, like, themselves.
They can
like,
be snarky.
As people, they're ass. But, like, in battle, obviously, they're like, all right, but we got a mission.
I think you just kind of just, like, live with it. It is what it is.
But what I'm saying is, then they are not your friend. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be like, yo, after this, bro, you trying to go chill?
Nah, yeah, that would be happening. You know? Like, I feel like... And that's the thing, because they're Spartans, they're not really... They don't really have the same emotions as us.
But what I'm saying is, if you're in there, like if I'm in there, I still have my emotions. I don't think. First of all, if I'm getting there, I'll be a Spartan.
Yeah, but Spartan don't have emotions.
I think I would keep some of my shit. I like. Ain't no way you gonna just wipe me clean. And like I'm still.
That's the whole point. You're becoming what that thing is. So I'm assuming you would have the same abilities as them.
Of course I would.
Yeah.
I would just still try to keep some of my abilities.
So you try to keep your emotions essentially.
I mean, if I can, yeah.
All right.
I would like to.
Are there any other games besides Halo that you would do?
I don't really play many games, so no.
What about that game that you play with?
Oh, maybe Pokemon.
Yeah.
I always thought, as a kid, I always like imagine like, yo, imagine if, like we could.
You just see Pokemon and throw
also,
something at
have
him
you ever seen a movie like Detective Pikachu?
I've heard of it. I have not watched it.
It's basically like the human version of like you could go out there and like catch Pokemon and shit.
Okay, what about would you do Sonic?
Would I be in Sonic?
Yeah.
Nah.
No interest?
No.
Oh, okay. There was a game that you played with the team a while back you were telling me about.
Was it Speedrunners or Brawlhalla?
Nah, Brawlhalla be funny though. I remember I tried playing that game. I was like, my ass beat. That shit was rough. I didn't.
There are very few games. Like I'm like low key. I'm like not good at video games, but there are like some video games where I'm like low key nice. I'm like low key nice.
You were good at Brawlhalla. That shit was fun, but not that one. It was you were a character and you were being chased by like a pig man. I don't know if you know. It's like this.
A pink man.
Pig man. Like
oh my gosh. I don't know
what game that is, but like
I know exactly what you're. Oh man, damn! I know exactly what you're talking about. We played this shit with a team. We used to send them Sar's basement and pass that shit. And take
take the turns with the
controller. What was it called? It was a horror game. It was a horror game. I don't know. I don't know the name. I forgot the name.
No.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You wouldn't do that?
Nah.
It's too scary.
Yeah, for that. That was my real life.
Yeah?
I can't do that.
Okay. I could do Ready or Not.
See, I'm not a big fan of just scary things.
Well, Ready or Not's not really a scary game. I mean,
but the one I was playing.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that is a horror game.
Yeah.
That is a horror game.
So, like, I wouldn't want to. Mm-hmm. I couldn't take that type of.
You can take that kind of pressure. So you probably wouldn't do good with Lethal Company then too.
Nah, I mean, listen, I don't mind playing it. Like if I'm playing,
But being inside of it, actually being one of the people who's in it.
Oh, bro.
You couldn't do Resident Evil either.
Hell no. No.
Right? You can't.
Hell no. The fuck?
You want zombies chasing after you?
Nah, bro.
I mean, you have guns and such.
I don't care. This is not the life I'm trying to live. Like, I'm still not happy. I don't care if I have weapons to defend myself. Like, I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
Flight simulator? Be like a pilot?
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I'm just flying. I'm flying.
Oh, but you could crash and die.
Yeah, but that's different.
Is that different?
Because it's just like, all right, flight simulator is if like right now I'm like driving a car. I could crash a car and die now. You still do what you gotta do. Flight simulator, I just learned how to fly.
But you're essentially in flight simulator. You're flying a plane that you might not know how to fly. Because do you know how to fly a plane right now?
Nah.
So if I were to put you in flight simulator, how are you gonna survive if you don't know how to fly a plane?
I'll figure it out.
Do you learn on the job?
I would rather go into a plane I don't know how to fly and figure that out than to be chased by some fucking monster. On some like jump scare like shit, or like I turn a corner, there's like a fucking gigantic monster right there, and I'm just now like,
You can be quiet, you can be stealthy, man. Just
yeah, but like that's too much suspense and all the other shit.
Your heart's racing too much.
Type shit, bro. Come on, like why am I living my life like this?
Hey yo, you remember that video Asar sent you? Where the dude was
That's like, yeah. Like, it made the word. That's exactly what I thought of. Because he had the light shining on him, bro. Yeah. Then you just hear a fart sound, nigga, like accidentally start shooting, and then the monster just, I can't do that.
It's too much.
I can't do that. Halo is fine because it's not like, there's no suspense, there's no jump scare.
All right. Say you're doing Halo, but you're not a Spartan. Could you do Halo as a regular civilian?
I wouldn't want to, no. Because the whole part of me that I want to do the whole, I'm in this Spartan suit.
Okay.
That's like half the reason why I want to be in it. It's because I want to wear the suit. If I don't get to wear the suit, why am I here?
You would want to be an ODST?
No.
No? Or just like a regular Marine? Just a regular infantry soldier?
If I wanted that, I would be in the military right now. I wouldn't be on this podcast. If I wanted my life to be like that, I'd just be... What the fuck am I here for?
Well, I mean, the regular military fight aliens, but I thought the whole point was to also fight aliens.
No.
To fight the good fight for Earth.
No. The whole point is where I could wear the Spartan suit and walk around in it and see what it feels.
So just look cool?
Hell yeah. And then also, like, I could probably take a little bit more fall damage. I also appreciate the fact that...
You can fall from space.
Exactly. I also now appreciate that, like, I don't have to be perfect. I can get shot and still be like, I'm okay. If I'm a regular, you know what I'm saying? If I'm a normal Marine out there fighting,
you can't get shot. One shot
to the chest, I'm dead.
It's enough to kill.
At least as a Spartan, you didn't shot me a couple times, couple bullets. I'm like, damn. I run behind a corner, and now all of a sudden my health.
Your shields go back.
Yeah, now I come back and I start.
You have that built-in shit.
Exactly. I appreciate it. Gives me a little bit of a safety net and allows me room for error. That being a regular human doesn't allow. Because one bullet to your chest, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know what type of alien wear that they're using, bro. That shit could be powerful.
Alien wear?
In terms of the alien
firearms?
Guns. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's plasma.
Yeah, I'm assuming that should tear up a human.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not sure if you've seen any of the Halo movies or TV shows.
Nah.
But essentially, like that needler gun?
Yeah, without doubt.
Yeah, that will blow you up. So one shot from that's enough to like explode you as a human being.
And this is why I'm not going to be a regular Marine in the Halo.
Yeah,
like if they told me like, no, I can't be a Spartan, that nigga just kill me now.
For what?
I don't want to. Why am I here?
Why?
Because there's no need for me to be here.
Why not? Why not try to survive?
I'm okay. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
All right, but if they kill you, you're gonna revive anyway. So
no, because there's a chance eventually you're not gonna revive.
That is true, but like, how many times are you willing to be killed before that actually does happen?
Many times it takes.
Jesus, Tyler, that's wild to me, bro. I'd still fight. I'm like, listen, man. All right, I can't be a Spartan, but I don't want to die, so I'm gonna fight so I don't have to die. Because there's no guarantee you'll get killed.
I respect that.
Just hide. Why not just do that?
Because
go into battle and then just like go somewhere.
What you don't understand is I don't want to be here altogether. I don't want to be here, bro. I don't want to stay here and hide. I want to go home. I want to go back to the reality. I don't want to be here. That's the problem. The problem is now I'm here. It's not all the fighting, all that. That definitely plays a. But now I just don't want to be here. I came to the party, found out I can't do what I wanted to do at the party. So why the fuck am I staying at this party? I need to get up out of here. Fuck the experience. I'm going home.
To enjoy the party?
Bruh, I can't do what I want to do.
You can't do what you want to do doesn't mean you can't enjoy the party.
In this case, I'm not going to enjoy the party.
Well, I thought that you wanted to kind of see what it looks like too in 3D and all that stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to see through the whole fucking Spartan outfit.
So you wanted to see for the protection of the outfit.
Hell yeah, bro.
You do realize you can still die.
Oh, of course, of course.
Like an energy short through the chest is enough to kill you.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Okay. You're willing to tough that out, but you'll still take the shots.
Yes, because at least I got to say, okay, I died, but at least I got the experience of being in the suit.
Okay, so the whole thing is a suit for you.
Yeah, that's the majority of the reason why I'm in Halo.
Okay.
All that extra shit, everything else is more like extra. But I really just want to be in the suit. Ideally, if I could just walk around in the suit, I'm chilling like that. But obviously, I know that's just not how Halo gets down. So I have to fight.
No.
So I'm like, fine, I have to fight. Plus, it's a little bit of excitement. Cool.
Okay. Fair enough. I also do not Flight Simulator, but like this is a game called Birds of Steel. It's actually very similar to War Thunder, but essentially you get to like fly like World War II planes. So I'd do that too.
Would you ever be in Hearts of Iron?
Yeah, see, but that's more of a.
It's a little different.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. That's kind of like an RTS. So it's like
it's not like humans or.
Yeah, it's not like 3D in a way, you know, like it'd be more. I guess I'm just the president of a country running it at that point because that's really what it is.
So you'd be the president. You probably.
But I mean, I will say this though: Hearts of Iron is based during World War II, so I'd have to essentially go back to like 1939 through 1945.
But at least you'll be a president though.
That is true. You know, so I wouldn't be the ones dying. I'd be just sending people to their deaths.
I mean, maybe if you guys win.
Very intense.
I mean,
regardless, like you win or lose, like people are gonna get killed. Like we won the war and we still lost. Like I think I could be incorrect, but I believe like half a million people, 500,000 soldiers. I could be off a little bit there.
But I ain't gonna lie, you saying you're sending people off to their death just doesn't sound like a good.
I mean, that's what it really is, though.
Yeah, but you could just be like, I'm sending people to fight for our country.
That is true too. I mean, I want to sugarcoat it, but like, there's a good chance some of y'all not coming back home.
Yeah, that's fine. But like, I'd rather you, if you had troops in front of you, you had to speak to your troops. Now you can say what you want.
I mean, I'm not going.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't want to demoralize the army,
bro. If you be like, yo, by the way, I'm sending you guys off to your death.
I mean, you could be like, yo, some of you ain't gonna make it back.
Yeah,
but like for those that do, like,
but 9 out of 10, we need some uplifting, which means you need to be like, yo, I'm sending you off to fight for our country. We need you. You are going to be very strong. You guys are the strongest men.
See, this is why I wouldn't be a general. I'd just be the president. So
yeah, that's
I have my
fine.
Generals going out and do that.
But at the same time, what if they were like, yo, maybe
we need words from the president
type shit, bro.
I mean, listen, I do what I gotta do.
Sometimes you gotta show your face and.
I mean, of course, I'd have to show.
Be
my
like,
face.
Listen,
can't be in the background.
This is a big war. You might gotta come out and be like, yo, let the troops know. I love y'all niggas, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let them know.
All right, well, fair enough. I wouldn't be adverse to talking to them. I'd have someone write it up for me. So like, I'm not speaking.
So you're not even gonna write it yourself? This shit not even from the heart?
I could write it myself.
Come on, why would you have someone else? This is from you.
What do you think presidents do now? They have someone else writing for them.
That's still bad.
They're not. I mean, that's not a bad look. I don't think it's a bad look.
But how about you? Why?
It's like having a ghostwriter.
Yeah, that's trash. How about this?
That's not trash.
Don't be like the other presidents. Just because they do it, don't mean that's And maybe
I should do it too.
Exactly, bro.
Two wrongs don't make it right type stuff.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's not wrong though.
It seems like it.
How is it? How does it seem?
Now, frankly, I didn't know that. But now that I know that, I don't trust any of these niggas.
What? Why not?
Because it's not even from the president's heart. I'm like, yo, it's just some other dude.
So would you prefer that president's more likely speaking from like speaking just out of his head? Kind of like nothing written down.
I have no
like
problem
that.
you writing it down, but I'd rather you write it than have fucking
have
Sarah from HR write it for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it can't be a speech. I'm not saying you can't be formal. I'm not saying you can't read from the teleprompter or read from your own notes that you don't already prepare.
Yeah, but want you to write
I would at least like to be like, oh, okay, Trey wrote this and he's reading his own words. Cool. Compared to you reading the words of someone else just so.
Okay. I can understand where you're coming from. And I would have to train properly to not say some shit that I probably wouldn't want to say. Kind of like how they have like public speaking classes.
Yeah. They can take little courses.
What's the thing called? They have this thing called like social, not social media classes, but like essentially classes to get you ready to have speeches. I think it's like speech classes. Maybe speech classes. I'm not sure. Regardless, like I have to like prepare myself for something like that. Because I don't think I'd be off rip, be able to, all right, I'm here now. Time to like write a speech to motivate the troops as they go storm the beaches of Normandy. It's like I just can't.
You gotta work on it.
I'm like, yo, bro, like you're doing this for like your moms and daughters that are back home, you know, like in the factories trying to.
Yeah, you're trash, nigga. You also have no enthusiasm in your voice, so we gotta work on that.
What do
you don't just sound how you like so monotone.
Well, I'm not a president, so like, how am I supposed to know?
Just add enthusiasm, just bro. If anyone's trying to motivate you, would you want them to be monotone like you were just now, or would you like some type of, you know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with that, Tyler. I don't. But this is also why we don't have 23-year-old presidents. We have presidents who are usually in their 40s and 50s. What I'm saying is you can still do that. So those guys have been through the life where
you don't need 20 more years of extra life to add enthusiasm to your tone of voice, my nigga. You don't need to be 40 years old to be able to chipper up, my guy. Like, you could just do that now, bro.
But no one's gonna listen to me, even if I'm.
But in this case, they have to listen to you. You're the president. You're in the video game,
yeah.
Which means, regardless, they'll be like, "Yo, all right, we have to. This is our president, whether we like it or not."
So we just gotta listen to him.
We have to listen to him.
So then to listen to my monotone voice and be happy with it.
But what I'm saying is that's still not motivating. You still want to motivate the troops because then you send them out. You could lose in this video game. You can lose.
But the fact that your wives and your daughters are in the factories building the weapons to send you off to war should be motivation enough.
All I'm saying is, bro, just change your tone of voice a little bit. I'm not even saying change the words.
Sound enthusiastic about you guys getting killed.
Something. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? Monotone.
All right, man. Well, moving on. I hear your voice. I guess I just gotta sound chipper about my boys going out there and getting killed.
You guys, today is one of the biggest days of your life. You get to prove to your wives and your kids that you are the man of the household. You're the man that they can depend on and who can really change this world, that you could change this country today, right now. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Do something, bro.
Well, bro, you should just write my speeches for me.
How much I get paid?
Why do you need to get paid? Why can't you just do it out of just being my friend?
Because I'm a ghostwriter.
Yeah, so you're my friend.
So cut me a check.
I don't know, what, $30 is enough?
Here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
Give me the 110 you owe me.
This nigga, bro. It's all right, man. We're going on. What do you... Next topic. This is going to be 110, bro. Let's not do this right now. All right.
That's hilarious.
What do you consider wifey material in a girl? In, I guess, 2024 single, so that's what we're living in.
What would I consider wifey material in a girl? I believe a lot of wifey material is kind of just how shorty like carries herself, how she like presents herself to the world. I think that plays a huge part, especially because we live in a world that judges a lot.
Yeah.
So like 9 out of 10, if you walking around and you're carrying yourself as, I'm not even gonna say as a hoe, but like, let's say like you're walking around and you're wearing like a really skimpy outfit or an outfit that's rather short or something like that. 9 out of 10 men are just kind of going to automatically just think you're a hoe, whether you're a hoe or not.
Even if she says she's dressing for herself?
Exactly. And it's like, and I'm not saying it's right for men to judge that way. I'm not saying it's right. She can 100% be correct. She can have 0 bodies and all that. And she could be a woman of God and pray every night. But we do live in a world where people are going to judge you just off of your look, off of your actions. If you're going in the club and you are drinking a shit ton, you're just getting like shit face. If you can't even walk back home, if you are talking to a shit ton of men, or even possibly dancing with a shit ton of men, even though you may or may not be a hoe, men are just going to.
And you know, I wanna kind of say something to that though. I do think though it might not be right to judge, I think it's a necessary evil. I think it's a necessary thing for us to do, because like, if you were to see a guy coming down the street, ski mask on, gun in his hand, you're going to think, well, there's a good chance this man might rob me.
Facts.
You know? Now, he could be going to church. Maybe he has a Bible in his backpack or something.
He could be a lawyer.
He could be a lawyer, could be a police officer. But because of how he's dressed, it's like, all right, well, there's a good chance that's what you are. In the past, well, like 50, maybe 60 odd years ago, there was a very different correlation besides how women were regularly dressed and streetwalkers. you clearly know when a girl was on the street corner trying to be a prostitute. Now it's, for a lot of ladies, it's very hard to differentiate who's just a regular mom going down to the street to go to the grocery store, and who's a hoe who's waiting on the corner for a man to come pick her up. A lot of girls who are not hoes dress like hoes. So it's like, well, I guess you're a hoe, but you're not a hoe. You're just dressing that way. And then they say they dress for themselves. And of course, yeah, cool, you can dress for yourselves, but that don't mean people ain't going to judge you. Yeah. That don't mean people ain't going.
And I think that's kind of what's like lost in
correlation
type shit. Correlation or translation.
Or translation, yeah. Translation.
But like, I think that's what's kind of like lost. I think people just assume, listen, no one knows you.
Yeah. Facts.
No one knows who you are. No one knows you. All they see is at face value. And a lot of times,
what you show them.
What you show them.
Yep.
So they're going to judge you off of that face value. They don't know you until they actually start getting to know you. And the next thing you know, you're like, oh, wow, this girl is actually damn near a saint. Oh, my gosh, this girl is,
And you know what? Going off of that real quick, right? There are some girls who I thought were hoes because of how they dress. When I actually got to talking to them, I found out they've never had a boyfriend, never kissed a guy, never been with nobody.
Exactly.
And I'm like, but the way you're dressing and what you're posting online and all that and how you're talking,
completely different.
It just seems like you've been with a whole bunch of guys.
Exactly.
It's just what you show.
So that's why I think it's more than like how you dress. Obviously plays a huge role.
Yeah. What are some qualities? What are some qualities that a wifey girl has?
I would kind of say. How do I kind of qualities? I think it comes to one, how she talks. I think how she carries herself as a woman, how she talks, how she presents herself. Whether or not she's, I'm not gonna say if you're loud, you're not wifey, but like, have you ever just like met a girl who's just like a little like kind of comes off as like rather like just like really aggressive?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that's the greatest quality. I'm not gonna say obviously that means you're not wifey, but I think just a woman who's a little bit more feminine. Just like less aggressive or less masculine.
Soft spoken? Is that kind of what you're kind of going for when you're saying like she's not like yelling and such?
Yeah, I guess you could say like soft spoken, but I also think soft spoken as in like she won't speak up. And I'm not saying
I never really saw it as that. I think more soft spoken as you are like when you speak, you're very gentle when you speak. You're not like out here yelling and stuff, but you still speak up for yourself.
Okay, all right. If we can use that definition, okay, I'm fine. I'm fine with that definition. I still think like regardless of who you are, you still need to speak up for yourself.
Hell yeah, without a doubt.
Especially if someone's disrespecting you.
Yeah, for real.
I would also say just. I also think how she carries herself in the relationship and like how she treats the man as well. Mm-hmm. So just how like the man has to respect her, I think she also has to respect her man and treat her man very well as well. I think it needs to be both ways. And I think we kind of live in a society where, and we talked a little bit about the gym, I think both men and women are kind of fucking each other up.
Yeah,
I think it's like
that's true.
The women are walking around like we're the prize, we need this, we this and this, and now I'm realizing the men are kind of doing the same thing. They're like, well, actually, no, we're the prize, we need this and we need this, and it's at a point where it's like
it's like a tug of war.
Yeah,
both sides are pulling each other,
and it's not. You ever think maybe we're both the prize? And maybe we should be trying to.
We're both supposed to work together
to kind of build each other up and to keep those things.
Beautiful, Tyler. And
you know what I'm
saying? And not to get too far off topic because I still want to come back to this, but I also want to kind of talk about that for a second. I do believe we're both the prize in that sense. I don't think it's really one's greater than the other. Nah. It's like a yin and yang
type shit.
They both go hand in hand. We need the other. As men, we need women. We need them. Like the race would end if all women were like, "Yo, we're not having kids no more."
Type shit. Yeah.
What's gonna happen? And on the same foot, if all men were like, "Yo, we're not working anymore. We're not gonna be for the betterment of society," society would collapse. Yeah. We wouldn't exist. Yeah. So both sides need the other side, but I feel both sides just gotten really entitled lately.
Yeah. Bro.
Both sides are like, "Yo, like fuck you.
Type shit.
Give me this."
Yeah.
And it's just like it's a butting of heads that's not conducive to healthy relationships. And like I said before, and we've said this shit tons of podcasts at this point, a lot of people are going to end up sad because of the bad advice that they're following in regards to male and female relationships.
And also, I feel like both sides are asking without
no one's willing to compromise.
Yeah.
No one's willing to give.
Exactly. How can I ask you for something and also not give you nothing in return? It's kind of like
it's very backwards.
It gotta be both ways.
It's very backwards.
You gotta work with me.
Yeah.
So it's like if I ask you for this, I kind of also gotta give you this as well.
A lot of men feel jaded and a lot of women feel jaded, and you know, I think both sides are kind of are right to feel the way they feel, because here's an example. For a lot of young men, you know, you hear the statement, okay, good men, good guys always finish last. Well, why does that statement exist? Well, a lot of ladies, of course, not all of them, but a lot of ladies, well, I don't want the good guy to think I'm a hoe, so I'm going to let him wait, but I'm going to fuck
the fuck
boy because, like, I just want some dick. But I'm going to let the good guy wait. Well, men who want to be good men, we hear this, and we think, well, you're rewarding the bad guy for his behavior, and then you're punishing me for being good.
And logically, you're gonna start thinking.
And logically, well, we're just like, what are we doing here?
Why am I gonna keep being good?
Exactly. So those same good guys become the bad guys, and they're like, I'm not gonna be loyal to any of you. I'm not gonna settle down. I'm not gonna do any of this. So then those same girls who want good guys are like, yo, where have all the good men gone? Well, you turned them into bad guys. And then vice versa. Those same bad men meet good women. Good women who just want someone to settle down with, someone to be there for them, this, that, the other. And then they do them wrong. And then now the girls are like, bro, what happened? Like, I thought we were going to be together forever. I thought we were doing this and that. And now they're jaded to where now they're just like, yo, like, fuck a guy if he thinks he's good.
Exactly.
Why am I going to, because you lied to me in the first place. I thought you were good and you still cheated on me. You still fucked around on me. So then now she's bad. And it just keeps going back and forth.
It's like a never-ending
Both sides are hurting the other side. Yeah. And then inadvertently, we're hurting ourselves. It's a losing battle that we're just going to continuously sink in. And there's really no saving it at this point because there are more people who are trying to perpetuate the bad than there are people who are trying to perpetuate the good.
Yeah.
No one's trying to push being good.
Because good is not fun.
No. Good's not dramatic. Good doesn't bring you the tingles.
It's not excitement. It's not exciting.
No.
There's no drama in good.
Mm-mm.
There's no excitement in good. There's no thrill in good.
Yeah.
There's no adrenaline rush in good.
No, there isn't, And to that point, too, on both sides, men are listening to, and I don't think this is, like, terrible to listen to, of course, but I think
it's like
everything within moderation,
bro.
Everything within moderation.
Facts.
Now, we've all heard about, like, what's the red pill in MGTOW and that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't think those things are bad. I think it's very smart for men to go focus on themselves. I think it's very smart for men to know what female nature is.
Of course.
But a lot of young men specifically listen to it so much to where they start to really dislike women.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they dislike women as a whole. I just believe they dislike women's actions. And I can understand, because women do be on the bullshit sometimes. But on the same side, I am not as well versed in what the female version of that is. Only thing I really know is about that sprinkle lady. Yeah. You know who I'm talking about. But there are other female content creators out there that essentially say all the bad things men are doing. Women see this and they believe, well, this is a perfect example of why there's no good men. So they start being mad at men. They start being jaded at men, and they start taking on other girls' trauma, just like how men take on other men's. Like, damn, well, he kind of went through this. He kind of went through this. Well, there's a good chance Charlie will do this to me. The same things the girls are doing.
I also think they look at it as I feel like with a lot of this stuff, they look at it in terms of the person consuming it looks at it as, I'm not sure if generalization is a good term, but they look at it as a whole. So one man or one female will tell their very, very unfortunate story about the opposite sex, and then now you kind of just view every female like that.
Every female like that, yeah.
And it's like, bruh, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Now, I've obviously, because I'm a man, I've seen more of the red pill stuff than like the other, like the female version. I have seen the female version, but I've just seen more of the red pill.
More of the guy stuff.
And I do believe, I agree with you. I think it's good to, it's good to
have knowledge.
Yeah. But like that shouldn't be your only thing you're consuming.
Nah,
and I think if you're constantly consuming it, and you mentioned in the gym, your mother told me like,
You are what you feed your mind.
Thank you so much.
You are what you feed your mind. You know?
So if you're constantly seeing that over and over in all these horror stories about women.
Yes.
Eventually you're going to start thinking women.
Yes.
And same because I've talked to female friends and they're like, yeah, all men are trash. It's like, no, that's not how this works. And just because Sally hopped on her channel and talked about the fucking 10 niggas that did her wrong does not mean all men are trash. Or just because you might be talking to a nigga who is trash does not mean all men are trash.
Yes.
It just means you are currently orienting yourself with men
that aren't good.
That good. And on top of that, you're watching content
about men that aren't good.
Who aren't good.
So then your view is skewed. And you're thinking all men are bad.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing with the guys.
Exactly.
Your view is skewed and you think all women are bad.
Like,
well, that ain't really the case.
Nah.
You know? So both sides hate each other. Both sides like, you're doing me wrong. So both sides are going to keep doing each other wrong. Yeah. It's a really horrid cycle we've created for ourselves.
But that's bad, man.
It can't be solved. In my personal opinion, it can't be solved.
You don't think ever?
Nah, man.
Do you think it can't be solved, so do you just think it's just going to keep getting worse?
Yeah, essentially. I think it's going to get worse until the generations that are currently involved in it die out.
So I guess it can be solved, but it's
not going to be within our time. We're in the epicenter of this right now, man. They didn't start with us.
So you believe it's probably generations who aren't even born yet? Do you believe that?
Not even the generations that aren't even born yet, man. But I think the generation after us is Generation Alpha.
I believe so.
They're no better off.
Oh, no, they're fucked.
They're no better off.
God bless.
They're no better off, man. I mean, we're not better off either, but like they're worse off. Because they're coming into just straight social media.
Yeah.
So they're coming into all the bullshit that we're seeing online.
We at least had like the last little bit of like.
We had the last little bit of the 90s. Yeah. We had the last little bit of that where you could play outside. You could go outside and see your friends. Yeah. There was no going online type stuff. It was you had neighborhood kids that you hung around with.
Yeah.
Well, your neighborhoods were safe. We had the last little bit of that up until like 2010, 2012. That shit really changed.
Yeah.
You know? But to kind of go back to the other question, because I wanted to say like
I'm curious what you believe.
Couple qualities that I think. Femininity is extremely important. You need that in a wife. Selflessness. You need to be selfless. And I know people are like, well, you shouldn't be selfish. You should think about yourself. I don't disagree with that. I don't. But when you're in a relationship with someone that you love, you should be selfless. You should be all about them. And vice versa, they should be all about you. So it shouldn't be the woman is all about the man, but the man is all about himself.
Nah,
it should be the woman is all about the man, and the man is all about the woman. He is there, essentially, to fulfill her needs. Whatever she needs done, he's able to do it. And vice versa. She's there to fulfill his needs. Whatever his needs are, that's what you do. You shouldn't be selfish in that sense. You know, you should be focused on your partner. What are your partner's needs? What do they need done? And then vice versa. So you don't have to worry about your own needs. Your partner is worried about your needs. Now, if you get yourself into a situation wherein you're with someone who doesn't care about you, and you're giving to them, and they're not giving back to you,
I'll get them out of there.
You should really take yourself out of the situation, because then it's not going to work. It only being selfless only works when you're with someone else who's also selfless. I would not encourage someone to be selfless to someone who's selfish.
It feels like you're being used.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Not even feels like, that's what it is. You're just being used. So a woman who's feminine, a woman who is selfless, a woman who's soft-spoken but knows how to speak up for herself, of course. I personally don't like loud women. This is not my thing. Like, I really can't deal with that. A lot of these are kind of just personal things, of course, because I believe everyone has their own version of what that is. So maybe something I might see as a wifey quality in a woman, another man might not think it's a necessity.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't really like women who are extremely loud. I like women who are outgoing, but I don't think you need to be loud to be outgoing.
Outgoing and loud is two different things.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of people kind of correlate both, wherein if you're the loudest at the party, you're the loudest.
Nah.
You're the most outgoing person there, which I don't think that's the case. a woman who's outgoing, a woman who is family-oriented and determined.
Okay.
If we're talking about a wife, chances are we're talking about having children with the woman. So you have to be family-oriented and mother-oriented. I've noticed, though, speaking just of the current climate that we are living in, younger women who are in their early, I guess, just say not even early, just in their 20s, aren't very family oriented in the sense they kind of want to take those their 20s to focus on their careers, get an education, party with their friends, live their best life. Now, I don't think that's a wrong thing to do. God gave you choice as a human being, and you have every right to do whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. I think that's fair. However, and this is, I think, going to start happening more and more and more as we all get older. As men, we are meant to focus on one thing, and as women, they're meant to focus on something else. Now, if you want to have children, you want to have a family, personally, I would advise you do that sooner than later, especially as a woman. They have that whole biological clock thing going. Now, of course, you can have children in your 30s, but you lose out on having either your mom and pops there to help you out, kind of like grandparents, like the nuclear family, which I think we've kind of gone a little bit further from. So you lose out on that ability because, like, your parents probably going to be a little bit older, so they might not be able to help you out as much as you probably would have been able to help out. You miss out on the opportunities to build with a man. Finding a man who's also in his 20s, either kind of just going through the struggle with him. And I'm not talking about men who don't want to build themselves. As a woman, you should try to find a man that actually wants to build, make something of himself, and actually is family-oriented. So that when the time comes and he actually does want kids with you, you are able to provide that. And he, on the back end, while you were at home taking care of that family, he is able to go out there and provide for that family. You shouldn't be chasing after the F-boys and all that stuff and then end up surprised when they don't want a family. It's just like, why are you kind of did that to yourself in a way. You made yourself a single mom. And if you do something like that, I don't really feel bad for you because that's your own choice. Of course, that's your choice at the end of the day. So a woman who is motherly. I've seen a lot of ladies say men who want women who are motherly is because they want to be babied.
No, I just want my kids to be taken care of.
Beautiful. Thank you.
It's just that simple.
It's really you would think so, right? You would really think so. Now, the reason we want this, as Tyler just said, is because we want our kids to be taken care of. We look for qualities, kind of like qualities that our mothers had, because we know what it was like having a mother's love.
And I want to I believe, and listen, both my parents were in my life, and both my parents did a great job. But I do believe that if my mother wasn't the type of woman she was, that we probably wouldn't be as successful as we are. I'm blessed. I'm in a pretty good spot in my life for a 23-year-old. I got two older sisters who are doing their thing, who are being able to take care of themselves, are doing very well for themselves, and have their own things going for them. But having a strong mother to be able to actually show us love, show us care, and actually show us. So if that was my dad, but just her showing us right from wrong and how she treated us and nurtured us and cared for us played a huge role into how I am today. And I kind of understand. And especially because of the men I watch, like Jordan Peterson, who do talk about why it's so important to have a good, loving mother in the house. So, listen, having a loving mother is not to baby me because I'm supposed to fucking provide for the family.
I'm the father.
But the loving mother is so, if I'm out providing for the family, and even if she works and she provides for the family, but there's especially, maternity leave, once you give birth, typically the woman stays at home with the kid for about 3 months or whatever. You're supposed to be nurturing and taking care of that child. That's what it is. Yep. And why would I get a girl who won't be able to do that or doesn't want to do that or just doesn't show qualities where she would be good at doing that?
Exactly. And that's what we look for. So it's not for us. Don't get it twisted.
It's for the strength of the family.
It's for the family. We look for these things, just like how women should be looking for men with good fatherly qualities, paternal qualities.
Facts.
Because, all right, you're going to go out there and try to find a man. Well, does he have good morals? Is he willing to actually stick around when you have the kid?
Or is he finna dip?
Does he actually want to be a father? Because there's some guys who just don't want to have kids.
Which is fine, but if you as a woman want kids, why would you want?
Why would you try to convince or change a man who doesn't want to? That's like me as a man trying to find a woman who doesn't want kids and try to convert her into having kids. If it's not something she wants for herself, why am I gonna?
You're fighting an uphill battle.
Exactly. Let's not do this. Go find someone who actually wants the same things that you want.
Exactly.
Has the same morals as you do.
Exactly.
And is he willing to provide? When he leaves and goes out to work, is he going to come back home type shit?
Yeah.
You know? Is he smart financially when he's not going to go gamble away your money, your savings, leaving you with nothing?
Now you can't pay the mortgage.
Now you can't pay the mortgage. Now you can't pay the bills. Will he set up college funds for your kids so they can end up going to school one day? You know, if that's something that they want to do.
Yeah.
These are things that people need to take into consideration if they're going to go into these things.
Without a doubt.
Women and men alike.
Without a doubt.
So us men, we want a woman with motherly qualities.
Yeah.
Someone who can nurture and take care of our child.
Yeah.
But those are essentially some of the qualities I think
and I want to add
that are wifey qualities.
And I would add a couple. I feel like once I started, the conversation did turn a little bit.
Yeah.
But like a couple more I would add is one, loyalty.
Yes.
I think that's a huge part, especially if this is your wife. Like we're saying, you would want someone who is loyal. And I think this kind of goes along with it as well, loyalty, but also someone who like you can trust. And I think loyalty is good to have a girl who loves you, but if you have someone who is loyal to you, it's almost like it doesn't matter what happens, you know that this person's going to have your back.
Yeah.
And because of that, you also need someone who you can trust.
Yeah.
How can I build this family with you? How can you be my wife and I'm trying to build this family with you if I have no trust?
Yeah.
Because if there's no trust, then there's no nothing. Because now I'm over here, okay, she says she's going out over here, but I don't trust where she's going. I don't think she's over here.
Exactly.
Or vice versa. If you don't trust me and I say, okay, I'm going out over here, and now you're over here thinking, okay, well, he might not be there. Now you are up all night. Now you're thinking about these things. Now you have different thoughts running through your head that probably don't need to be running through your head.
And chances are it's negative thoughts because our mind always goes to the negative.
Always goes to the negative. So if I want a girl who, one, is loyal, and I know she'll be loyal no matter what, and I don't really got to worry about nothing. On top of that, I need a girl who I can trust, who I could come home and tell her certain things, and I know
she ain't gonna keep it between y'all. And you know, if you have those things, if anyone were to say one or two things about either you or her, she's like, well, that's not my husband.
Exactly.
My husband's not gonna do nothing like that.
Exactly.
And vice versa, my wife's not gonna do nothing like that.
And also, for me, I need a woman to bring me peace. I forgot. Yes. I can't be out,
bro,
all day. Especially, let's say if she is home with the kids, or regardless. I can't be, and this kind of even goes like how me and you live together and why it works. Bro, I can't work 12 hours and then come home and have my girl bitching at me. I just can't.
I need peace.
Bruh, I need to be able to come home. All the bullshit I deal with is at work. Yeah. All the bullshit I deal with is whatever job I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's where the bullshit takes place.
Yeah.
That's when there's a little bit more chaos. Yep. A little bit less peace.
You got to go out and fight the world.
Exactly.
When you come home, you want that sweet.
Exactly.
You want that sweet voice from your wife.
Exactly. I don't want her yelling at me. No. And vice versa, I shouldn't be yelling at her. No. But I need a peaceful girl. Yeah. I need a woman who I can come to, and I know for a fact she's gonna bring me peace. I actually look forward to walking in my house.
Exactly, bro. I've heard stories of plenty of men who's like, yeah, I don't want to go home.
Bro, they'll sit in their driveway.
I don't want to ever have to go through that.
Bruh. It just shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be fighting against me. It shouldn't be World War III up in my house.
Exactly.
It should be peace.
Exactly.
I should feel safe here, wherein I can come home and like I'm either greeted to like a warm meal or I'm just greeted to my wife and children.
Even a warm smile is very nice, bro. Even a warm
smile.
And she's very happy. She's genuinely, you could tell that she's genuinely happy, bro.
Genuinely pleased.
Hug and kiss, and she's genuinely happy.
I'm happy you're back home type shit. Exactly. Not taking you for granted because you never know when it could end.
Exactly.
You know, we all deserve that. Men and women alike. We all deserve that. Just how we act, not everyone's going to get that.
Nah.
You know?
Nah.
It's just not going to happen.
Well, I think a lot of times now, and I'll say this before we kind of like wrap it up, but there's no peace because I think people like drama.
Yeah.
And what's the opposite of peace? I believe it's drama. I believe it's dysfunction. I believe it's disorder. I believe it's chaos. But all those, to a certain extent, could be exciting. So because of that, there might not be peace in your household because either your girl likes drama so much that she's willing to bring it amongst you, or you like drama so much that you're willing to bring it amongst yourself. Or maybe as the man, you decided to choose a girl who's actually really into drama, and you know that just by talking to her. Because of that, because of that,
love her so much, you look the other way.
Exactly. And you're willing to come home and just deal with that bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I've really worked hard to find my peace, and I'd be damned if I
Someone take it away.
Anybody, men or women, like fuck with that.
On gang,
I can't, bro. I can't. It's hard enough just finding peace out there in the regular world.
Exactly.
It's not a peaceful place.
Exactly. And if you're gonna be my wife, if I'm gonna marry you, then you have to bring peace. Like, if you don't, then this can't work.
Yeah, my mom told me, she's like, wherever you end up living, that house should be your sanctuary. You should be able to come in the house, and all the baggage from the world, you leave at the door. When you walk in, even as like a father, I've heard other men say this too, as a father. Because I'm sure like we both want to be dads one day.
Yeah.
As future fathers, whatever bullshit you went through throughout the day, company lost a whole bunch of money, nigga, all the crazy things that you could possibly think happening during work that day. When you get home, you get in that driveway. You get up out the car and you walk to the door. Before you open that door, you leave it all there. You do not bring it into the home. When you walk in the home, big smile on your face, guys, I'm home. Like nothing happened. Because that should be your peace.
Yeah.
You don't bring all that bullshit from outside. So having your wife there, you need her to be on the same page. Because you don't want, as soon as you leave all that bullshit back there and you come home with a smile on your face, there's drama going on in there.
Exactly.
The only drama that should be happening is just the kids, and that's just because they're kids.
Yeah, facts.
That's it.
They're children.
They're children.
They're children.
It should not be because adults are in here doing BS that they shouldn't be doing.
Exactly.
Well, that's my 2 cents.
So we are coming to the end of the show. Around this time, we give advice. Trey, do you have any advice you would like to give to the people?
Yes. Men, if you want a woman who is a wife, before you go out looking for her, set up a set of morals for yourself.
Make a list.
Make a list of morals for yourself that you either need in a woman, and look for those specific morals. And I would say the same thing for women too. If there's a specific set of morals that you need in a man, set those up and actually look for those types of things. Don't just try to do it off of just attraction, because attraction fades. Don't just try to do it off of how nice they are, because like people can pretend. Look for the qualities that would actually make a good partner, a good wife, a good husband. That's my advice.
My advice is gonna be, don't let kind of go off of him a little bit, but I'm gonna say like, don't let society influence who you decide to choose as your partner.
That's a good one.
And I think especially as men, we're visual creatures.
Or your family members too.
Facts, or your family members. And as men, we're typically visual creatures. And a lot of times I feel like men will go after a girl just because how she looks.
Facts.
And there'll be a good girl, might not look as good as the other shorty.
Yeah.
But she is like a wife. Yeah. Like she has all the qualities, she has all the morals that you listed out. But because society standards and because you're just so superficial, you completely cast her aside because you're afraid that society might be like, oh, okay, like you could do better. Oh, your girl don't look like this. Your girl don't look like that.
Yep.
And you would go after the pretty girl or the supermodel, whoever, who just is like a shallow person.
Facts.
So don't let society impact who you decide to choose as your partner. And what Trey was saying as well, don't just let looks itself impact what you choose a partner. Obviously, you have to be attracted to a girl.
Yeah.
So like, obviously,
we ain't saying go look for someone who's ugly.
Exactly.
Like, make sure it's attractive.
You got to be attractive.
Well, make sure that you have some semblance of morals.
Let's not make that the only thing.
Exactly. That's just superficial at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's superficial. And with everybody, looks fade. Looks fade. As you get older and older, looks fade. There are some older people out there who actually are quite good looking, but father time always wins, and looks will fade. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys checking us out. We appreciate you guys listening. Once again, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. You can also please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where the Wednesday show drops exclusively on the YouTube channel.
Only
so
there.
Please check that out. Also, check out our other content as well. We have NOA Podcast clips out on YouTube, which is, if you don't have time to watch the whole podcast, you can watch little clips there. We also have NOA Reacts, which is our reaction channel on YouTube, those who like reactions. And then we also have NOA Adventures, which is our vlog channel. And you can see kind of how we're living and things we do.
Yeah, thanks.
So, once again, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.